Hi guys, how are you all doing today? Here I am just playing around and acting a bit dramatic for the camera. Just having some fun and showing off my mood for the day. As you know, I live in Warsaw and today is just one of those days where I really felt like visiting the old town. Now to get there, you take a tram or a bus. If you are wondering about the metro, Warsaw does have a metro system, but it doesn't drop you directly inside the old town. So today we decided to take the tram. Once we got inside, the weather suddenly changed and it started to rain. Sitting there by the window next to my husband, watching the rain pour down and seeing people rush past outside with their umbrellas was so cozy. Time just flew by without us even realizing it. The moment you step out, you are greeted by this incredible view, traditional horse carriages, cobblestone streets, and that beautiful green copper tower standing tall. I was just dreaming about all of those while I was in the tram. Time just flew by without us even realizing it. Before we knew it, we arrived right at the castle square. As we walked farther into the square, we bumped into this super talented street performer. He was doing freestyle football tricks right on the pavement, dropping low to the ground, balancing on one hand, and keeping the ball stuck to his foot like magic. Right behind the main square sits the famous royal castle. This huge pinkish red palace was once home to Polish kings. What's amazing is that it was almost completely destroyed in World War II, but the entire complex was rebuilt piece by piece in the 1970s using old historic paintings and original fragments. That's the bell tower of St. Anne's Church, built back in late 1500s. You can actually climb about 150 steps to get to the top to have an unbelievable view. What makes Warsaw so fascinating is its story. During World War II, almost 85% of the city was completely destroyed. But instead of replacing it with modern concrete, the people of Warsaw rebuilt the entire old town piece by piece using old paintings from the 1700s as a blueprint. That's why this entire area is now considered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. We then stepped inside the St. John's Cathedral. The vibe instantly changed as we left the bustling street noise behind for these Gothic ceilings and quiet side chapels. As you walk down the aisles, you notice the walls are lined up with bronze plaques, memorials, and stone tombs. It really reminds me of visiting historic sites back home in India, places like Rajghat or Cellular Jail memories where every corner holds a piece of freedom struggle history. As you move farther, you see the tomb of the last two dukes or princes of the Masovia region, carved all the way back in the 1500s. These two brothers were the last independent rulers of Warsaw before this entire area officially joined the main kingdom of Poland. Farther along, you see memorials for major figures like Józef Piłsudski, who is essentially seen as the Subhash Chandra Bose of Poland. He was a military commander who fought tirelessly against foreign rule to help rebuild Poland as an independent nation after more than a century off the map. Right next to him is a plaque for Julius Sowocki, a visionary poet whose impact on Polish national consciousness was very much like Rabindranath Tagore's in India. There are other plaques as well, like honoring Polish World War II airmen surrounded by their badges alongside wreaths for fallen soldiers. Over here is the Grand Marble Monument of Stanisław Małachowski, essentially Poland's first prime minister and a major leader who helped write Europe's very first constitution back in 1791. And right at the front is this incredible high altar. It's covered in genuine gold leaf detailed wooden statues and 18th century paintings. What makes it even more special is that while much of the city was destroyed in World War II, this golden altar actually survived almost completely intact. And then we came across a display with prayer cards printed in different languages for international visitors. And behind this iron gate is this golden urn at the center. It's a peaceful, protected space where people can pause, sit in silence, and pray away from their main walkway. This is the tomb of the Cardinal Stefan, a huge historical figure during the communist era who fought for people and their rights. If you look right above the altar, there's this incredible golden sunburst emblem surrounding the image of the Virgin Mary, framed by classic hanging lamps. The detail on it is just so gorgeous. And right in front, there's a candle rack filled with glowing red glass cups. The atmosphere felt so serene that I decided to drop a coin and light a small flame for my family's well-being. It honestly brought back memories of lighting a diya or incense back home in India, that same quiet, heartfelt feeling of sending out a prayer. Have you ever visited a place that instantly gave you peace no matter what and where you were in the world? Let me know in the comments below. That's all for today. If you like this video, do hit a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.